TheftKing, the worst FNAF tuber? Sorry, I'm done now. Okay, hold on. One more. The end of TheftKing? TheftKing is a figure that has become increasingly well-known within the FNAF community. They're well-known for covering drama within the FNAF community, Fangames, and other games that aren't FNAF. These are all pretty, standard things for a YouTuber to do. None of this stuff is new, you know? Just an ordinary, standard part of fandom culture. So why is it that some people have such a vitriolic hatred for TheftKing? The main people take... No, the main people? Not the main people! The main issue people take with TheftKing are the drama videos, which is common. A lot of people fucking hate drama with an astounding passion and despise anyone who partakes. But it's not really the videos themselves that are pissing people off, because if you watch the videos, they're just standard coverage of controversial events within the fandom. Just someone trying to put out all the information in a digestible way so that people can, be informed. It's something that can easily be seen as noble as well as scummy. It's good this information is more digestible now. No more pepismo required, But it can just as easily be seen as TheftKing trying to profit off of these situations. And, well, TheftKing isn't doing a whole lot to dispute these assumptions. Shit like this comes off like they're way more invested in getting a video out of these situations rather than being respectful to all the very real people affected by these situations. The pear situation, if you don't know what it is, I ironically enough suggest you watch TheftKing's video on it, because it actually does a good job at covering the information and making it easy to understand. But everything surrounding the video just feels gross, for lack of a better word. The pear is something that affected a lot of people. It was a really disgusting thing that happened, and I want to make that very clear. It also showed me that I'm really bad at associating with fan game developers. This is like strike 3 at this point. I'm bad at this. I'm upsettingly close to a fucking bingo. But it just looked like TheftKing didn't give a shit about the people affected and just saw dollar signs like a fucking cartoon character, which I doubt is what actually happened. But when it comes to a really serious and delicate situation like this, you can't jump in with a funny-ass Obi-Wan. Hello there. There is a time and a place, and this was neither. But this just adds on to the frustrating part of all of this. The video itself was good, but everything surrounding these videos is so gross and scummy looking, and I don't want to look at it anymore. The most consistently gross thing are the video titles and thumbnails. Legit. They feel like they're from an alternate dimension version of his channel. I shit you not. To really show you what I mean, let's go through a few and maybe make a few suggestions. Really, probably only 1 or 2. I'm not good at this. I'm bad as being a YouTuber. I uploaded 2 months ago. This video is about / a response to an article covering the history and controversies of the Fazbear fanverse. The video is not about the end of the fanverse, because it's not ending. It's blatant clickbait, designed to instill fear into people so they watch the video to find out what the hell is happening. It would be way more fitting to title the video The History and Controversies of the Fazbear Fanverse Initiative. Something the video was actually about. Let's look at another. This title isn't actually all that misleading. The pear situation could be interpreted this way. If you were an insane person, but the energy this reads with is so stupid and so clearly designed to grab people's curiosity, not because they want to know what happened, but because, what the fuck does that even mean? This title isn't misleading. This is what happened. But the problem is it makes it sound like this is what's important in this situation. For those who don't know, popular FNAF VHS creator Baddington basically lied to everyone about how other popular creator Martin Walls, well, how do I say this, fucking died? Which, for context, he didn't. This led to everyone, rightfully so, getting really fucking mad at Paddington for this because, don't lie about people dying on the internet. One person in particular who was upset by this was the original progenitor of the FNAF VHS scene, Squimpus McGrimpus, everyone applaud, telling Paddington, who had gotten permission to reimagine the original FNAF VHS series, to stop recreating their series, cause actions got consequences, And it is a shame because the remakes were really good. Very well done. Paddington is a talented fella. But the series being canceled is not what matters. What matters is that he fucking lied about his friend being dead to thousands of people on the internet. Which is, bad! That was really fucking loud. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was really loud. I'm yelling a lot for comedic effect. And I apologize if I hurt anyone's ears. I'm sorry. There's actually nothing wrong with this title. I actually quite like it. But I tricked you, because this is a segue, motherfucker. The Afton built situation. Oh my god, this is low-key a mess. So back around April, Liam, a FNAF fan game creator who notably created the Final Night series, released a proof-of-concept demo of a game he and his team were developing for the fanverse, and obviously this caught a lot of attention. First of all, this was the first we've seen of new additions to the fanverse since its reveal. Not only that, but it's also the first we've seen of one being rejected. And obviously a lot of people were curious about all of this, naturally. To outsiders, the fanverse is super confusing. For God's sakes, that article I mentioned earlier before was very misguided. And TheftKing, of course, was also curious and knew others would also be, again, naturally. So he reached out to Liam, conducted an interview, and compiled all the info into a 14-minute video. And the words of my hero fucking Bubsy Bobcat, what could possibly go wrong? Everything went wrong! Okay, let's start at the beginning. First issue. Not only did Liam, not tell his team about this interview, which is kind of a dick move. This ain't solely your work, and you should consult those who put in just as much work as you before you decide what you're gonna do with it. But he also broke NDA? Hello? Why put your name on the goddamn contract if you're just gonna ignore it? For those unaware of why this is really bad, let me explain. 1. He broke contract and there are legal ramifications for that. Scott has legitimate cause to sue the hell out of Liam and his team. 2. This could lead to not only him, but everyone on his team getting fucking blacklisted from the gaming industry. Cause, it's cool to fuck over your entire team because you were salty. Those are already really bad, and that's just the legal shit. Watch out, we about to get into interpersonal shit. Ew, yucky, watch the fuck out. Liam decided to share insider information on the fanverse, which is bad because, NDA. But we went over that already, you're smart. But the worst part is that Liam spun this wild narrative about the fanverse. Liam, basically, to paraphrase, made it seem like the fanverse was solely about merchandise, that it wasn't about the games, that Scott was only looking for games that were sellable and marketable, that what Scott was looking for was something decent, not ambitious. Let's take a few steps back. The reason Afton Built was rejected was due to a very fatal misunderstanding of the fanverse's purpose on Liam's part. The point of the fanverse is to provide a way for fan game developers to profit off of their existing work and future work. It is about providing these developers with resources that they wouldn't have access to otherwise. The best example is that Fiznom, the creator of FNAF Plus, was able to, through Scott, receive coding assistance on his game. That's really cool. What the fanverse is not about, and this is where Liam and his team failed, the fanverse is not about allowing these fanverse developers to create an ambitious game that would require Scott's funding. Liam and his team have made it very clear that now, without Scott's funding, the game can and will not be completed. It's about providing the existing fan game scene to finally financially benefit from all their hard work. And there are some very real problems with the fanverse presented by Liam. Scott isn't quick to respond, and he's very distant about the whole thing, which is fine for giving the developers space for the production of their game, you know, creative freedom, but not when they're trying to get approval for funding. My heart goes out to all the developers who put their sweat and tears, and I hope not blood, into the game only to have it rejected. They very clearly wanted to make something great and unique, and I feel sorry that they never got to complete that vision. And you may be asking, yeah, what Liam did sucks, but what about TheftKing? What the fuck did he do? And to that I say, don't interrupt me and never doubt me. I see all. But you're right, let's get back on topic. Where theft comes into this is how all of this was presented. The video presents everything Liam says at face value, and it's never made clear within the video that it's just Liam's opinion. And not only that, but after it was revealed that Liam had broken NDA and gone behind the back of his team, Theft didn't really apologize for allowing this spread of misinformation. All he did was clarify things in tweets and edits to the video's description, but never truly taking accountability for spreading this info. This is when someone comments about a tweet where he did apologize or some shit, or like said something that ruins all my funny words I wrote and calls me a clout-seeking asshole. And let's get back on that thing about not apologizing. People have very legitimate problems with TheftKing and how he handles situations like this. Also, for the record, I want to make it clear, I don't hate TheftKing. I actually think his videos are really well made and I like him a lot. But in every case I've seen of him receiving some amount of backlash, he always brushes it off as haters, and I hate that shit. Haters do exist. They're very real. People who only seek to pick at everything you do and point out every flaw as if it defines you. But anytime I see someone embracing the fuck the haters mentality, they always fail to differentiate hate from genuine criticism. Like, no, people aren't calling you out because you're successful. They're calling you out because you spread misinformation. I actually didn't really want to make this video. I don't really like controversy, and I really don't like making people mad at me, especially people I think are cool. And I think TheftKing is cool, and I really enjoy the videos he puts out. But someone had to say something. TheftKing, if you're watching this, please don't hate me. You're cool and stuff, and people who like TheftKing, also please don't get mad at me. I cherish every comment I get, and I don't want to get flooded with a bunch of rude shit, because I will cry. Hi, sorry if the information in this video is out of date. This video would have been out way sooner, but I was hospitalized for like a week, so sorry about that. My bad.